people having sex in the pool, people laying on our wine bars naked, a couple having sex on the balcony.
The headlines say it all. Oprah Winfrey.
Oh my God, you won't believe what's happening. The headlines are absolutely wild, guys. Oprah Winfrey, yes, the Oprah, America's beloved talk show queen, has literally vanished into thin air. Ever since Diddy got those fancy silver bracelets courtesy of law enforcement, Oprah's been MIA. But honey, don't let that picture-perfect public image fool you. The FBI isn't just taking a casual stroll through her life. They've got some seriously juicy reasons to be poking around. And Oprah's disappearing act, it's got everyone's tongues wagging. Why can't she stay in the good old USA? What did those FBI agents discover that's got everyone buzzing? First off, let's spill the tea about Diddy. You know, that flashy music mogul who's always throwing those over-the-top parties? Well, he's traded in his designer suits for prison orange. Apparently, he's been neck-deep in some super shady underground business. And here's the kicker. He wasn't just partying with A-listers for fun. There's footage, darling, and word on the street is that Oprah's right in the middle of this whole mess.
I was all the way across the country, and I was hiking on a Sunday afternoon, and I met a woman named Angela, who told me that she was going to sit this one out. Now, I know she was immediately sorry she told me that, because I would not let up. So I said, sit this one out. We don't get to sit this one out.
Get this? The whispers started getting louder when people found out that Diddy might have been holding on to some pretty shocking tapes. We're talking underage celebrities in some really compromising situations. And guess who supposedly shelled out a whopping $75 million for these tapes? Oprah. Yes, girl. Now, why would a billionaire media queen want those kinds of tapes? Nobody seems to have a straight answer, but let me tell you, it's definitely not painting our favorite talk show host in the best light.
Cameras in all the halls, and seeing that person sneak out around 2 a.m. was definitely a little suspicious. The most shocking example was an incident where the wedding was around 2 p.m.-ish that day. Come nightfall, one of our event staff slept with the wife and ended up getting caught. It turned into quite a big deal with screaming and shouting and all this stuff. He hid in a bathroom in a supply closet until the heat died down, and then he just walked into the front office and walked out like nothing.
But wait, there's more. Enter Jaguar Wright. She's that singer who literally has no filter. She's been dropping bombs left and right, naming everyone from Jay-Z to Beyonce, and now Oprah. She's accusing them of keeping some seriously dirty secrets, and maybe even worse. I mean, things got so heated that even Piers Morgan had to backpedal and apologize for letting those accusations fly on his show. But honey, that hasn't stopped Oprah's name from getting dragged through the mud. Social media is absolutely exploding with people claiming Oprah's been throwing millions around to keep certain things hush-hush. I know it sounds like something out of a movie, but when someone like Oprah suddenly bolts for the border right after Diddy's arrest, well, people are definitely connecting those dots.
This lady has been doing for quite some time. She is grabbing the...
Shotgun approach.
Well, no, she's grabbing the salacious and very obvious headlines and expounding on them with, and again, I'm only saying this because I heard her say out of her mouth that she saw a video of Stevie J and Joe Budden. So I know.
Isn't it just crazy how fast things can change? One minute you're everyone's BFF and the next you're running from the FBI. Oprah built this massive empire by being America's trusted friend, the woman we'd tune in to watch every single weekday afternoon. She made us laugh, cry, think, and somehow convinced us all that we absolutely needed that $400 blender. But now, that friendly face we all loved is being linked to some seriously shady backdoor deals and possibly using her fortune to hide things nobody wants to talk about. The million-dollar question is, if she's got nothing to hide, why the sudden vanishing act? Because let's be real, the FBI isn't looking for her because of some overdue library books. They're actively hunting her down, and there are some pretty serious accusations behind it. Even Piers Morgan, who usually loves stirring up drama, had to take several steps back after airing Wright's accusations about Oprah. It was all lawyers, lawsuit threats, and videos disappearing faster than those free cars Oprah used to give away.
You were right, unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves.
But here's what's really getting under everyone's skin. If Oprah's as innocent as fresh snow, what's she running from? Why is this woman who's famous for her book club and giving away cars suddenly packing her bags like she's in a spy movie? The internet hasn't stopped buzzing since these rumors dropped. Some folks are saying this is all an attack on black wealth. You know, targeting people like Diddy, Oprah, and Jay-Z. Maybe there's some truth there, but then again, maybe not all that wealth came from the purest places.
Last vacation with all of you guys at Palazzo Fuji was so meaningful to me because it was a full circle moment to be able to take all of my friends on vacation. It was really
I said, Kirby and I will pay for our part. She goes, absolutely not. And I said, okay. Thanks, Auntie O. Okay.
Let me tell you something. When the FBI gets involved, it's usually not because of some silly misunderstanding. And now Oprah's literally a fugitive. People are drawing parallels to the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, and honestly, when you put all these pieces together, it's not that far-fetched. Sure, we're living in times where fake news spreads like wildfire, and everyone with a phone thinks they're Sherlock Holmes. But sometimes, where there's smoke, there's a whole lot of fire. Sure, Oprah might have laughed off rumors before, like when people claimed her house was raided, but this isn't just some internet conspiracy theory, honey. We're talking about a real FBI investigation, and the fact that she disappeared faster than her audience's chances of winning a car giveaway? That's pretty suspicious if you ask me. And get this juicy tidbit. Turns out Oprah's been hiding more than just her obsession with avocados. Like, who needs their own orchard just because avocados are expensive? But maybe that's just how she's always lived, in a totally different universe from the rest of us mortals. When you're sitting on $1 billion empire, I guess you think you can make any problem disappear with a wave of your platinum credit card. But darling, the timing here is just too perfect to be coincidence. Diddy gets those fancy new bracelets courtesy of the police, the FBI starts sniffing around, and suddenly, poof! Oprah's gone like last season's fashion trends. It's like we're watching some crime drama unfold, except this isn't Netflix, people. These are real people, real money, and oh-so-real allegations that could bring everything crashing down faster than a souffle on earthquake day. The deeper you dig into this mess, the more it feels like Oprah's squeaky clean image might be nothing but smoke and mirrors. There are whispers, and let me tell you, they're getting louder by the minute, that when Homeland Security raided Diddy's properties, they weren't just looking for some boring paper trail. They were hunting for digital evidence. And could our girl Oprah be tangled up in that web too? Hollywood's always been full of secrets, darlings, but this one might be too big to sweep under even the most expensive Persian rug. And let's be real, the internet is like that one friend who never forgets anything. Once people smell scandal, they're like bloodhounds on a mission. Oprah might be a billionaire, but honey, you can't buy your way out of public opinion. And being a fugitive, that's not a good look, not even for someone who could afford to buy Gucci's entire fashion house.
I started to think about where would I most want to go. Maybe I should take all of you with me to the other side of the world. We're going to Australia!
It's absolutely mind-blowing how this media frenzy has exploded. People are eating this up like it's the last piece of chocolate cake at a dinner party. And when it involves someone like Oprah, honey, it's impossible to ignore. This isn't just some tabloid gossip about who wore what on the red carpet. This is about a woman who literally embodied the American dream. From poverty to building this massive media empire, winning millions of hearts. And now there might be this super dark side to her success that nobody saw coming. We're talking allegations of intimate trafficking, covering up violence, using her influence to protect others. It's the kind of story that makes your jaw drop so hard you'll need dental work. Yet here we are, watching an FBI investigation unfold, while this media icon is playing hide and seek with the law. Let me spill some more tea. Oprah's connections run deeper than your mama's secret sauce recipe. From Hollywood A-listers to powerful politicians, she's been rubbing shoulders with the cream of the crop. And that's exactly what makes these allegations so spine-chilling. If Oprah was willing to use her power to protect someone like Diddy, then who else is she protecting? And more importantly, why? The deeper this story goes, the more it feels like we're barely scratching the surface of this scandal. Can we talk about how quickly Oprah's so-called friends have gone radio silent? It's like they all suddenly lost their cell phone service at the same time. In the past, whenever Oprah faced even the tiniest hint of drama, her supporters would come running like it was a Black Friday sale. They'd be all over talk shows, social media, defending her honor like modern-day knights. But now, cricket sounds, darling. Pure cricket sounds. No one wants to be caught in the same zip code as someone the FBI is investigating for crimes this serious. They're all sitting on their perfectly manicured hands, waiting to see how this plays out before picking sides. In Hollywood, silence speaks louder than a Real Housewives reunion special, and right now, it's deafening. The FBI investigation is still ongoing, and you better believe more tea is going to spill in the coming weeks. For now, all we can do is watch this drama unfold like the juiciest season finale ever. Oprah running from the country has raised more red flags than a color guard parade, and until we get answers, that cloud of suspicion is only going to get darker. Whether she's guilty or innocent, one thing's crystal clear: Oprah's life will never be the same again. Public trust is like your favorite mascara. Once it's broken, honey, it's nearly impossible to fix. This isn't just about Oprah anymore. It's about power, influence, and the dark underbelly of fame. It's about how far people will go to protect their empires, and it's a wake-up call that nobody, not even our beloved Queen of Talk, is above the law. Oprah might have thought she could control this story like she controlled her talk show, using her money and influence to make it all disappear like magic. But truth has a funny way of coming out, like lipstick stains on a white collar. You just can't hide it forever. Time might be running out for Oprah, and whether she's guilty or innocent, running away has already done more damage to her reputation than a bad haircut on picture day.
Like millions of people, I've struggled with my weight, and I've been shamed and ridiculed for it. Join me for a frank conversation about the medications.
Can you believe the medical professionals came out in droves to slam her for promoting ideas that had about as much scientific backing as a juice cleanse? But hey, when the ratings are good, who needs facts, right?
Schoolgirl affectations and body movements. Like, okay, ready? Here it is. Like, okay. She raises herself off her chair. Like, I'm just really excited. I'm really excited about this. Okay.
You're so right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something you haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
It's going to blow your mind.
And oh my goodness, remember that time she told everyone that Australians are absolutely obsessed with McDonald's? This was during her show's McDonald's sponsored segment before her Australia tour. The Aussies were not having it, honey. Their coffee scene is like sacred ground. And here comes Oprah basically telling them their favorite meal is a Big Mac. Talk about a marketing disaster that went down worse than last year's fashion trends. But those McDonald's checks must have been prettier than a sunset, am I right? Let's spill some more historical tea. Back in 2007, her Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa turned into a PR nightmare faster than you can say you get a car. A former dorm matron was accused of mistreating students, and Oprah called it her most devastating experience ever. And honestly, it probably was. But it was also one of those ugly wake-up calls that even Oprah's magic wand couldn't fix everything. Fast forward to recent drama, her whole Weight Watchers situation, almost a decade of preaching the work hard and be healthy gospel, and then bam, in 2024, she jumps ship and reveals she's been using weight loss drugs. Talk about a plot twist. People felt more betrayed than finding out their best friend went shopping without them. And then there's Monique coming in hot, calling Oprah out like it's the last round of a boxing match. She wasn't just spilling tea, she was throwing the whole tea set, accusing Oprah and other big names of blackballing her from Hollywood. That's the kind of behind-the-scenes drama that makes Real Housewives look like a kindergarten playground. Let's not forget Joe Rogan's 2024 Democratic National Convention call-out. He dragged Oprah and Michelle Obama for preaching about income inequality while living it up in their millions. And honestly, the man had a point. It's like having a billionaire tell you how to budget your grocery shopping, the conspiracy theories. Oh, honey, let me tell you, the internet went absolutely bonkers with stories about Oprah being involved in some global trafficking ring. Now, that was obviously as fake as those designer bags they sell on street corners, but the fact that people believed it, that says something about how far our Queen of Talk has fallen. And when Rose McGowan came for Oprah in 2021, calling her fake and bringing up those Harvey Weinstein connections, the timing was messier than a toddler with finger paint. Here's Oprah, who'd been all about condemning Weinstein, but McGowan wasn't buying it. Those friendly photos with Weinstein suddenly looked worse than last night's makeup. So here we are, darlings. Is Oprah really on the run from justice, or is this just another wild chapter in the conspiracy book? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more juicy updates that'll have you spitting out your morning coffee. Remember, in Hollywood, today's queen can become tomorrow's cautionary tale faster than you can say favorite things. Stay tuned, because this story, it's far from over. It's far from over.